Hey, what's up? It's John Kizzy. You know who is he? Also known as Philly G, because they know who I be. And I'm joined by King Tigger. And on the phone, as always, we got Genghis Khan, the war general. And hey, we started a podcast. Hey, what's up? Here we go. We're here with episode 15 of Hey, we started a podcast. I'm John Kizzy. You know who is he? And I'm up in here with DJ Laton.
What up? What's up? I'm back, man.
Yep,
it's a
special
podcast.
guest DJ Laton, and we got on the line as always Genghis Khan, the war general.
Let's go. Yep. Let's get it in, baby. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to start this off with some, I guess, reflecting on music. I want to talk about some music that maybe didn't, with today's environment, this music maybe didn't age the best. Some songs that we used to jam to back in the day and whatever. And even sometimes now you could jam to, or some music now is kind of cringe when you listen to it. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh, he said, I really jammed to this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start it off with one that I think that probably we all can relate to. And now this guy's a phenomenal rapper. He's like one of the greats. Many people always put him on their top 10 list. And I got to say, Eminem. His first album, you try and go back and listen to it, and it's kind of morbid, man.
Dark as hell.
Yeah,
bro.
no, man. I was thinking that too, man. I had M too. I'm like, his first album. I remember when it first come out, bro.
We used to kill it, man.
This is gonna really age me though, because remember HMV? Remember back in the day, HMV?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And go down there. And I remember because going down and I seen it because it was remember how you get the free CDs, the free tapes, or like demos.
Yeah.
And I remember going out and be like, oh man, who's this guy? I think I grabbed it, but now didn't even listen to it. And all of a sudden he come out and then he said he was hot. But that's it. Yeah, his first album. Yeah, My Name Is and stuff. No,
I know. No. And the funny thing is that the more I listen to it, it's like the more I think about it, I should say, it's really hard to pick any songs that aged well off of there. Hey. Like I could be wrong. I'm just saying, when it comes to mine, I don't hear nothing. Like he had a song where Remember Bonnie and Clyde? Was it? I forget.
Yeah.
Where he's talking to his daughter.
Yeah.
While they're driving to dispose of her mother's body. And that was we thought it was a jam.
Sick, bro.
Well, you know what though? I think go ahead and talk, bro.
No, bro. I was saying, my buddy used to play that album in the loop in his car. I'd be like, bro, you gotta turn this off, bro. This is making me feel like a dark place is coming. Like then he kind of switches his voice a little bit. He getting faster. Like whoa, nah, I can't.
Yeah,
that closet thing. No.
Oh yeah,
no, bro, I can't, bro. That just might take.
Because But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I wasn't even a fan. His first album, I didn't like it even back then. His second album that he come up with was crazy. His second album was crazy. There are some songs on that second album because like I Am Who I Say I Am. Like this second album was crazy because I give it that. First album, no. That second one, yeah, that's a classic. That's a classic because he hit you with some hard ass songs. And to this day, when you still listen to them, you're like, yeah. Even that the third one he made, same thing. Bangers. If you go back and listen to that album, bangers. But not in this era, though. This era might not be, right? Like, the kids ain't gonna hit me. But for me, even when I go back and listen to that second and third album, bro, like Renegade with Jay-Z, like those songs, bro, because he was hitting. But like I said, then he kind of fell off a little bit. But you're right. That first album wasn't aging at all. At all, bro. Yeah. At all.
Like, yeah, even my jams from that album, sometimes I still like the beats a little, still the flow and stuff, but just the subject matter, just I don't know, man. I guess today's age makes you a little. I guess people are more sensitive now, and sometimes even we're more.
I was
sensitive.
going to say that too.
Yeah.
A lot of that music wouldn't even make it past the drawing board today, because like the thing that they were saying, the words that they were saying, we can't even say on air right now because it'd be a rap for us.
Oh yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, some of the stuff that they were saying was like you were canceled in 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like then you come in and you're done. I mean. Pack it up.
It's funny. Anyway, it was like the opposite back then. There was no cancel culture. It was like almost like the stuff that would get you canceled now got your attention and hyped you up back then. You know what I mean?
Eminem rode that wave of doing stuff that make like, hey, like TV headlines, like this and Mariah Carey, like talking about her continuously every time. And like right now, if he does that, he'd be like, yo, Em's a creep. Cancel him.
Yeah.
He's trading women. Yeah. But that's what made him popular back in the day.
Yeah, and Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, he used to go in on all do it now, all of a sudden you're a bully.
But even though, but hold up though. It wasn't even like, I mean, look, I love him. I love his music. You know, I mean, no hate anywhere, guys. But at the end of the day, is even some of the things that he was saying on the other side. You know what I mean? That like today artists could never even touch. You know what I mean? So he was saying a lot of like, you know, like he was attacking the artists, but he was saying a lot of other things as well. I mean, that wasn't really the best.
Like what?
I mean, but at the end of the day. Well, you know, let's talk about, like, for example, like the transgender stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was saying a lot of things about that stuff, saying that the F word, but the other one. You know what I mean? Right? You know what I mean? He was saying a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean?
That's what me and Latom
could never ever make it today.
Yeah, me and Latom touched on that before we started recording. The other F bomb, right? Is I guess you'll say it, right?
Yeah.
And DMX used to drop that a lot. 50 Cent would drop that a lot.
Used to kill that word.
Even Jay-Z, like, because that was their way to dish you, right? To call you soft. And Jadakiss dropped it a lot. I was listening to one song with my jam, and I'm like, oh, chill out, Jada. Even RZA, because in one song, I was like, oh, come on, cuz. I was like, shoot.
Well, but like once again, like, you know, that was like, you know, the error, and that's what they were right there. A lot of them were saying, right? So. Not that it should be accepted in any way. Because of course, it doesn't make it right now, because I think like I said, the way it is now is like you can't even say that stuff now.
Well, truthfully, it wasn't even really right then. We just didn't care as much then. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true, bro.
So, but you know, man, another artist I was just looking at quickly that didn't age really well, because I mean, and once again, like a masterpiece. Because his music, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, he made some songs, whatever, they were all right, but now you listen to them because you might listen to half a song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you're right. His style and his whole, you're right. He didn't age well.
Like,
wasn't even the subject matter as much as just, I hate to say this, but kind of boring.
Yeah.
When I
that's what I mean. Mystical was good. Mystical still fired.
Because he had that energy, right? He had that undeniable energy, right? But
but Silk and C-Murder and them guys, I mean, like,
I'm glad you
mentioned
Silk.
Down for my ends.
Because I listened to Silk Down, I'm like, he can't even rap.
He wasn't that good.
How did we like him? He's like stuttering over his own words. He's like,
I know, man.
I was like, how? He was like my second favorite after Mystical.
Me
He's
too.
my second favorite on the label.
Yeah.
And I try and listen to him now. I'm like, I can't. What is going on?
So the shocker, bro.
Did his engineer just punk him and like, no, I'm not cutting nothing. I'm just letting it all go. I was like, he messed up like 8 times. Silk the Shocker, man.
Well, that was the era. But that was the era back then. What we were talking about the other day was like where everyone had to try to find their own style. Yeah. But everyone was jumping on a style, so at least he tried to do something.
Yeah,
you know
true.
He tried to have his own little niche. You know what I mean? So I got to give him respect. He made some money doing it.
He was unique.
Because he was supposed. Yeah, he was unique, but they also had him as like one of the top rappers in that era.
Yeah,
remember he was on a Source magazine. I mean, like top 3 rappers in the world, and people were like, okay, now I don't know. Like now he's not. Like I said, he didn't age well. I mean, now you ain't listening to his music anymore. He's still getting paid, but yeah.
I felt like he brought a different feel to the No Limit guys. Like everybody else is kind of be like soldiers, be thugs. He brought that stylish. I want to wear my chain a certain way. He brought the finesse to No Limit for me.
It's funny that was his image, but he didn't sound like that. He sounded like Fisher Price, the baby's first mic. It was like his first time he ever rapped. Every song.
Because it's killing Silk over here, killing the Shocker. Right? It's all good though. It's all good.
But we remember, and like you said, he had his own style and stuff, and that's what we touched on in previous podcasts. That back in the day, being more unique was like probably one of the things you wanted to do in hip hop, because you did a lot of collabs, you did a lot of posse cuts. So you wanted to be like Samuel Jackson in the Star Wars movie. I don't know if you know, when he got hired, He said, "I'll do it as long as you make my lightsaber the different color, so that when they're out there and there's 100 of us fighting, they know it's me." And yep, he's the only one with the purple lightsaber. Yeah. So you know where he is all the time. And that's how rapping was back then. You want to stand out. You know, you like look at Wu-Tang for a perfect example, right? You got 10 guys on one song. You got to try not to sound like any of them. So as soon as you come on, they know it's you. And that's what people was
you
back in the day.
Stand out,
to try and stand out.
Trying to stand out.
Unfortunately, still getting age as well, but he still stood out. Now he stands out for the wrong reasons, but hey, he still stands out.
Bro, I had on my list. Like, I had on my list for like stuff that didn't age well as like elementary rap. I don't know how y'all feel about it. When I say that, I'm talking about like Young Jock and Jibs and like it's going down and my chain hang low. Like, bro, I look at this stuff like from a perspective of a DJ. When I play these songs, now people are looking at me like, is the next song coming on next? Is it like that? But back in the day, it used to hit so hard. Everybody in the club with their hands in the air, it's going down, rocking. Now it's like, I don't know if it's the age or like, cause that's right there. Since the time passed, it didn't age. Nobody brought it down to like.
I wonder, does this song fall into that category? Remember the Cha-Cha Slide?
What? Cha-Cha Slide, yeah,
of course, but it's still people still play it. People still play it.
That still get played though. Like
that still gets played. That still gets played.
Truthfully, I didn't even understand it when it came out. How this was a song.
Because
I heard it played in a club, and I was like, what? And everyone was just drunk. The drunk people didn't care. The ones that weren't there yet were confused.
Bro, I seen it still play it in a club, bro.
Two to the left.
Oh, they're still playing it. They're still playing that. They still play that, cuz. They still play that.
Every wedding, I think I play that. I play that every wedding. Bro, it's crazy. And it's simple as hell, like, elementary rap, bro. I don't think it aged well back, in these days.
Well, I think what you're saying, Latan, is this. I think a lot of that rap that came out in that era was they were just trying to get paid. They were just putting tracks together.
Right.
You know what I mean? They weren't really like, there was no real substance to the music. So,
facts.
Like when you listen to like, there was nothing to it. You know what I mean? It was like, we're going to rap about my chain and dance around, like, cha-cha. What are we doing? Like, what's the song about? You know what I mean? So that song's hot for a minute. You know what I mean? Okay, play it. All of a sudden it's like, well, it's not aging because there's nothing to it. That's why those artists like the DMXs, those guys, the tracks, you feel their music, you feel the thing. Like, I've been listening to Richie Rich, man. I've been listening to like some songs like, All G's Go to Heaven and stuff, like with song about Pac and stuff. Like those songs really don't age because when you go in, it's like you're going back into time and like feeling that pain that he has. You know what I mean?
Richie Rich, man. Right? He don't.
Yeah.
That's my favorite rapper.
When you got me on that, when you said about it the other day, I threw him on. I was like, this is perfect. I've listened to him lately, but those artists they transcend time because the music is not about me trying to like listen to their album. It's not about me trying to make hits. It's about my pain, bro. I mean, what I've been through. You know what I mean? So you feel it. I mean, and then when I start trying to go mainstream, then it's like, it ain't working.
Also, I want to touch on that. Another thing about those type of songs is that a lot of them, you notice, are like connected to like a dance.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So as soon as that dance ain't cool no more, your song is done. You know what I mean? The only people like Latan said, you probably hear it at a wedding for nostalgia, right?
That's it.
To do that dance, and then that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right, bro.
Like, when's the last time you heard the Tootsie Roll outside of a wedding?
Yeah, true. But see, those music, that's what they're for, though. They want to make those songs so they can just play that weddings for the rest of their life. Let's Get Married by Jagged Edge. I mean, that song, right? The remix, all weddings. You know what I mean? So it depends on what they're kind of making them for, too, right? I'm not sure about those Young Jock songs. I think they just made them just to make the money or something and dance around.
One time, sluggish right there, bro.
Yeah, one hit wonders. And he's back again. Young Jock.
I got some more. I don't know if this is specific, but what about how y'all feel about Waka Flocka, man?
Waka Flocka,
like he had me for like a good summer. I don't know when that was, 2013, whatever.
There was one song, Beast, that was on the radio that he was in, and I was like, okay. And then when I heard that he got his name from Fozzie the Bear from the Muppets, Waka Waka, I was like, okay,
straight turn off.
But I was like, yeah, I don't. He doesn't play anything I go to, so yeah, I can see how he falls in this category.
Yeah, like he falls in that category. Like he just, for me, he had. I don't know if he would. I don't know. I wouldn't call him the first drill music, but I would say like he started that like that pow. You know what I mean? And that lasted for a good time, but then it just died off. It's like, yo, we tired of the same ad lib. It's like pow, waka, flop. It's just like, okay, we get it. Like every song, no man.
Doing the same stuff in every song.
I'll be honest with you guys. I ain't really heard. Like I heard Waka Flocka, some of his songs. I know, like Go Hard in the Paint. I guess that's one.
Yeah.
Right, Go Hard in the Paint. I heard that one. But really, to be honest, other than that, I haven't really heard a lot of his stuff because that's not really like I do like the drum music that's out now, like some of it, you know what I mean? Fabio Ford and the Pop Smoke and stuff. But that era, I don't know. I wasn't really into like what it was, like that yelling and screaming and stuff. You know what I mean? Like after Lil Jon. East Side Boys. They did have some crazy stuff going. Lil Jon and East Side Boys.
Yeah, but they still relevant. You can still chuck on this. It still comes on the radio.
You can still chuck on their stuff.
There's not a day that will come that you can chuck on.
Usher and Lil Jon. Get Low is a
Get Low.
Oh my gosh,
Get Low still on our radio station rotation.
That song is still.
It was only about 5 years ago because they used to play it all the time on the radio. Only about 5 years ago that they cut out Skeet Skeet. The white people finally found out what it meant. Because I used to crack up at work because they say, "Oh, Skeet Skeet." I was like, and they're like, "What?" I was like, "Cuz you don't know what Skeet." They're like, no. I was like, "Never mind." All on the radio, and someone must have called him like, "Yo, you know what you're saying? You're letting go through." Like, what? It's like, shoot. Now Skeet's gone. They cut it out. Only about 5 years ago.
Only 5 years.
Cut it out.
It was going on. And I'm in a government building, cuz. And you hear Skeet. Oh, Skeet got that. I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, oh.
What is this?
And then I think one of my coworkers, I wouldn't tell them. And they Googled Skeet. And they're like, oh, my God. I was like, and the funny thing is it says in the Urban Dictionary. Oh no, I'm not going to. I'm not going to read it. The only thing I will read is that it said. Guess how it described the people that do it? They called it as African American tribes.
Oh no!
I was like, what?
No, you joking.
It said a method used by African American tribes. I'm like, what's an African American tribe? Anyways. Yeah, Skeet.
Yeah.
It brackets there like yin yang. Yin yang tribe.
Yin yang tribe.
That's sick.
Latan, did you have any other ones on your list there, brother? I have a few more though. I like to get into.
I got a heavy hitter.
Man, you guys can go. I can come back. I got like two more, but
I only got my one heavy hitter, and the Pied Piper. And his music. The only reason his music aged poorly is because of what he did, and now it's like all that stuff he was doing it while he was writing his songs, and now every song can have different meanings.
Exactly. That you hear anything.
The intro to Bump and Grind is just wrong now.
No, but here's the thing. Like, no, Phil. Hey, but no, you know what I mean. I think you're right though. But at the end of the day, it's like it's like Stephen King making a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna, you know what I mean? Like he made music. The music's still relevant to today. Yeah, you can look at it. Okay, yeah, he did this and everything else, whatever, right? Speculatory. Mm-hmm. I mean, he actually just got off on the charges, so we really don't know what happened, right? We know we did some other stuff with, with old girl.
Well, about the video, so some stuff that happened.
No, I didn't see any video. Well, there was a video that happened, but at the end of the day, it's like for music is music. You know what I mean? For me, because like even there's other things that are going on. Like I don't know how true this is, how relevant it is. But I heard that they shot Fiesta on Epstein Island.
Oh, you serious?
Because where are we going now?
I thought he was caping for him. I thought he was trying to get R. Kelly out of trouble. No, he's throwing them in deeper.
That's what I heard, though. That's what I heard. And I did some research yesterday, and I'm like, man, I'm not sure. Like, think about that, man. You know what I mean?
Hold on, Jason was there too, right? Jason was there.
Yes, he was.
Oh, shoot, cuz.
You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. So
bringing him in.
I don't know how can we discern the music from that person themselves. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, depends.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
here's how I think about it when you discern the music from the person is when you're writing about something that can directly apply to what you're accused of and what you've been seen doing and stuff. And then that's when it's like, okay, you know, you foul, cuz. You know, when you can directly apply. Like, I ain't gonna sing it, but sing the intro to Bumper Grind, cuz.
I'm not thinking anything.
I mean, in your mind, I'm just think of it, cuz.
You're like, in my mind. Yeah, okay.
I know. You know what I mean?
Visualize it. Yeah.
My mind's telling me.
I know, cuz. That's when you'd be like, R. Kelly should listen to his mind. It told you,
man.
It told you.
No, but you're right though. That music didn't really age that well. I mean, now because what, like, you're right. That music wouldn't age that well because of what, you know, and things that happened in his life. You know what I mean? So you're right. You know what I mean?
But I don't want to give him any leeway. But I guess to be devil's advocate, you gotta. Every song ain't like that. You know, I know people probably been dissecting. I believe I can fly since this happened. So they're like, man, can we keep this at least?
Yeah,
can we keep this?
Yeah, that was it. That was
I know.
That was a gospel hit.
Yeah, that's like the most inspirational song since forever. That was the only one that came up later was Eminem with another artist on our list when he came with Lose Yourself.
Okay.
Because that's another inspirational song. But before that, it was all I believe I can. No matter what, you feeling down, chuck that on.
Space Jam. Oh, I think it was Space Jam.
Man, this is the second podcast where we have some connections to Space Jam, cuz. Remember we had Him High with the versus battle. You got some more over there, Laton?
Bro, I don't want to take up all the time, man. I don't know if y'all know. Y'all probably know this guy. What about Weird Al, man?
Weird Al Yankovic?
Remember Weird Al Yankovic? Yeah. Started parody every song and like, bro, that ain't fly no more. Like nobody even rolling with that. It's like, yo, I don't know if we doing that. Sorry.
I think somebody else would come up. I think somebody else would come up and do that stuff, but you got to get your own niche because there are guys that can go out there and do that, make that funny music, man. Remember that other group that was out there called?
Last time he did it.
Some island or something.
Yeah, Lonely Islands.
You know what I mean?
Lonely Islands. Yeah.
Where I'm on a boat.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but the difference is that those guys made original songs that were funny,
but their own.
But Weird Al would just flip the songs that already existed.
But he had to get clearance to do those songs too, right? You know what I mean?
No, you don't. Did you know that you're allowed? I looked into that. If you do a parody, you don't have to go through all that stuff. You're allowed to do. It has to be a parody though.
You have to like sell it as.
Yeah, you can't like make. Yeah, you have to sell it as a joke.
This ain't like this.
Because I like to. I know you looked into it, bro, but I can't see it because here's the thing. Because if they took the whole beat. You know what I mean? You took the whole beat. You basically made a whole funny song about something. I think they still got to get some type of clearance on beats or something. You know what I mean? It's like when someone goes get a
look into it too. I'll just tell you what I found.
Well,
you can look into it.
Maybe the song itself. You're right. But as for the beat, you can't just take someone's beat cut and go all over it because you know that. You know what I mean?
I can't say that.
And then drop it yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh, I have to find something. All I heard is that when it comes for parodies, you don't have to.
That's why Wayne, his whole catalog. Remember the mixtape does?
Yeah.
Remember mixtape kings, all the stuff he did. None of it's on Spotify because it's all other people's beats.
Yes, but none of that is a parody. If he took like Forgettable Dre's beat and did a song called Never Forgettable Dre and kept the same all the things, but was just making it as a joke. It's a whole different thing than making your own song over it because you're making that song for it's. Go check it. Copyright laws.
Check it. No, you could be right. I don't know how you could take someone's whole beat and make a whole song and make a video like a part of like be funny about it and they'd be like, okay, no problem.
Hey, cause I was in the same boat as you, cause I thought that it was weird too.
Yeah, like you get clearance.
But anyway, you're right.
That's kind of like how Saturday Night Live can go and do parodies of stuff and they never get in trouble because it's parodies is kind of like I don't know if they see it as kind of like paying homage to it almost. It's like I guess it's drawing attention to it. So in a way, it's free promotion.
Yeah,
maybe that's the way you get around it. I didn't read so much the why is to find out that it is, but that's why I was like, oh shoot, we could be doing. Now remember, it has to be a parody. You can't do a cover. A cover is a whole different thing. You do a cover of a song, then you have to get clearance and you have to go through. That's because you.
The thing what makes me what kind of where it's like I don't know, because there's people that will get clearance for just saying 3 words. Look at your girl from Khalees that did that song or whatever. Or no, I think it was Beyonce did a song that Khalees's that one little part, bro. That little bit.
Yeah. And
she's like, no. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I mean. Like, how can you do a whole song?
And here's the point I also want to make. What I'm saying is that I'm not saying that the other people don't make money off the song. All I read is that you don't have to get clearance. So basically, that means you don't have to ask permission. So maybe that's the only part. Maybe they still getting paid off of it because you're like you just said, they're using the whole beat to doing all that.
But, I think, but I'm going to say real quickly. I think Weird Al was so big in that game that I bet you he went to the artist and said, "I'm going to make a funny song about them." You know what I mean? They were like, cool. You know what I mean?
Some weren't.
That's why I think
some definitely weren't. Some he has a biography out. You should see. Some people weren't. He got in some trouble.
Okay.
Anyways.
Oh, we did.
Anyways.
Yeah.
We going into the wrong direction on this.
Well, first of all, I just want to say I did want to say I did have a few more I think 1 or 2 more albums I kind of want to touch on real quickly.
Okay.
Right. One album I know that Phil, I know you love him, bro. I know you do. I know you do, cuz. But that first album, cuz, into the 36 Chambers, cuz, I can't listen to that anymore, cuz. That's old, cuz. That's hard. The second album, Triumph and stuff, all the other stuff that they come with was nice. But that first album, that was a long time ago. Yeah, there's some songs on there like Cream,
yeah.
Cream age well. Cream age well.
So they can't be all so simple, cuz.
Can it be all simple? It's like, I'm not supposed to say that, bro.
Okay, and Method Man,
can it be all
even though the lyrics of they still perform that in the hits. Well, I got to disagree with you because I seen them in concert, so I see how these songs still hit.
That's what I said.
Because these songs are
we got to disagree
because these songs are classic.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say songs just because they're old. Like there's some Tupac songs.
No, but what I mean by that is they don't age in the sense of like we're like. I'm going to be like listening to them like today. Like, can it be also simple? For sure. You know what I mean? Cream? No, for sure.
Yeah. Well, that first album had about 11 songs.
Yeah.
And I know we're going to name like 4 of them already. Ice Cream wasn't on that album.
For sure. Yeah, no, but that was on Raekwon's album.
Yeah, that was
Ice Cream, for sure. Incarcerated Scarface.
Oh, well, we're going to different albums. Now we're talking about Raekwon.
No, well, that's what I'm just saying. Like, a lot of that, like the early stuff. It was kind of like it was hard like now to come back and like go back to this.
Like I say on that album, what could I say? Listen to? Oh yeah, I'd still. Oh yeah, Mystery Chess Boxing. Oh come on.
Yeah,
that's a Rick in the Wu-Tang.
Really trying to get you now. Really trying to get you going.
Look, Mystery Chess Boxing. I guess you're saying you're shitting on that. But that
I just don't go back. I could those songs and I was really listening to one album would be
Clan in the Front, Method Man, Protect Your Neck. The only song I wouldn't go back to, and yeah, I got to be in the mood for is Tears. And then that song, remember Fourth Chamber or something like that, where they're just rapping. Like that's another one. But yeah, man, that's like 2 songs of the whole album.
I'm in the class.
What I'm trying to say is that I think the era is a little bit changed a little bit now that when you go back and listen to it, it makes you feel, you know what I mean? Like there's some songs like I said, Cream, Canopy's also simple. I give there's a few of them in there that are nice, you know what I mean? But like I said, it's
Shame
like
on Game on
Okay. We'll agree to disagree.
Yeah.
We'll agree to disagree. I ain't gonna win. I'm not gonna win, and you're not gonna win. So it's all good.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah.
All good. No, man. So that was the ones that I had, man. For my like the ones that didn't really age super well, and then a lot of like the music that they put out like in the 2000s and 90s, where it was just like they were just putting out whatever. You know what I mean? Like just whatever they want to put out just to make money. Wasn't even to go to music anymore, right? So, but anyway, all good. All good. Good list. Good list. You have any more, Latan?
Man, I got one. Somebody who close to Weird Al too. I got Lil Dicky. I don't know if y'all don't even listen to Lil Dicky.
Oh yeah.
But like, I feel like, I mean, he's relatively new. I guess he's probably like 6 years or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like just like Weird Al, his songs didn't last. Like they're good for like a good month or so. And
it's almost like he knew, because isn't he doing TV shows and stuff now?
Is he? Probably.
Like
probably.
I think he hopped in and hopped out. Like he knew his shit wasn't going to last, so he found other avenues to make money.
I think it was,
and then went and did that.
Yeah, it was planned. Like what a song called "Make That Money" or "Save That Money." He actually talks about, it's expensive. Like this like expensive making a hit.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's just my little list there about stuff that didn't like last enough to the.
Little Dicky only had the one song with Chris Brown, didn't he?
He had that, and he had one with Fetty. He had, I think it's Save That
Fetty.
Money.
He had one with Snoop too.
You know, Snoop too.
And that was crazy.
Did he?
The
only song I heard of his was that one.
When they switched bodies. Yeah.
Freaky Friday.
Switch bodies. That was Freaky Friday. It's the only one I heard. That was good though.
When that came out, I was bopping that. I was bopping that like for a good.
Yeah. So was I. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
That's bopping that.
Chris Brown makes a lot. Chris Brown makes a lot of songs hot, guys. Who's with him? He's gonna be like, yo, let's go. Anyway, yeah.
Cool.
All good. You got any more Philly or what?
No, that's all I got. That's all I can think of right now. I was going to mention some Death Row stuff, but that's just, I don't know. You get to an age where you stop wanting to hear the word bitch every 2 seconds. when you're at a party, you're trying to have, you're having people over.
Yeah.
That West Coast stuff though is like I've been on the West Coast tip because it's like you got me on the Richie Rich series, man. And you did now. So I've been on the West Coast tip for a minute, because I ain't gonna lie though, because that old school West Coast, it's still legit, bro. It's still legit. There's still a lot of good songs. East Coast is still good too. When I go on the East Coast tip too, but West Coast, man, like all like the Death Row stuff and like Above the Rim soundtrack, like those soundtracks are crazy. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I found that I had 4 joints on there that were jams, and then the rest were just like not. It's like, and unfortunately, it was back in the day when I had to fast forward past the song instead of just being able to skip to it. But yeah.
No, you're right.
Because what is
their beats are crazy though. So they have some insane beats though.
Oh yeah,
that was the thing about that West Coast. Their beats are just like banging.
Yeah,
I mean, like just all this like, I don't mean like.
I just wish their lyrics aged as well as their beats.
Yeah, right. Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? True. You're trying to have a Christmas party. Chuck on Death Row. No. Send the kids to bed and then maybe.
Well, you can't even put that on anymore. Like exactly, when you put that on, everyone's like, oh, what's like, man, you wish you only can vibe that music by yourself.
Yeah.
People are around. It's like, I got to turn it off. Sorry. Let's listen to Death Row. Can I hear it? No, it's all right, man. No. I'm gonna put on now. I'm just gonna put on the radio. There we go. 94.5. Shut up, 94.5. Yeah, radio. That's it. Death Row. Anyway, it's all good. No, man, real good.
You know how you guys talked about like R. Kelly affecting like how we listen to his old stuff and all that, how his music lasted. Mm-hmm. I got that same feeling now with Kanye. I used to kill College Dropout. I used to murder that album till this day. I mean, not till this day, but after all those comments recently, I just stopped playing it.
See, the reason why for me I could still rock to his old stuff because he wasn't like that back then.
No, he wasn't.
You know what I mean?
He's a whole different person now.
That's why, like his new stuff. If Kanye was going to drop an album tomorrow, I wouldn't check for. I don't even think I'd click on it.
Yeah.
But his old stuff, I can still listen to it because you've seen him in the public. You've seen how he was back there. Where on the flip side for R. Kelly, you find out that that's when he was doing all that stuff.
So you connect that more. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's why I connected that to that music because he was doing that
around that time
when he was doing that music. So that music is almost a product of that.
Right.
So when he's writing the stuff, I was like, oh, okay, he's writing about that. Blah blah. That'd be kind of like if now I bet you if Kanye puts out an album. Man, if you're going to be listening to his thing, like, is he talking about Jewish people right now?
Yeah, is he
doing that?
No, but no, you know what?
That's my opinion.
Thing about Kanye though, like his old album, man, his old album that he had, like his first 3 or 4, whatever. Like once he got to like it was 88 Heartbreaks, I think what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Then I tried to go away from him at that time. I mean, but then you start listening to his new stuff, whatever, and like he talks like a lot of like more like revolutionary stuff, whatever, about like this, being, held down, everything in the press. So like, it's sometimes like, you're right. Like he's like some of the stuff that he puts out is like crazy, like off the wall. Some of it's really, really good. So, you know what I mean?
Stupidity poop.
Yeah, that was one of his lyrics.
Yes.
Scoopity poop.
No, I don't, cuz.
That's one of the lyrics.
I remember
for Kanye's songs, cuz. After this, I'll play it for you, cuz.
Was that on Ye? Was that on Ye or something? Ye?
Shoot, what was it?
I don't think I listened to that album.
It was the dumbest. They parried that on what's it called? Saturday Night Live Live.
Yeah.
They were listening to it. They're like, the new Kanye came out and they're like, did he say scoopity poop? And yeah.
But the thing with Kanye though, bro, is the thing with him is he came to a point where he became so big, he was making CDs without even having to put anything in there, just a blank CD because of something. You know what I mean? Like he became the artist. You know, he became like basically you're coming to buy my music because of me. You know what I mean? Almost like I shouldn't say Michael Jackson era, but he was getting up there, man, like pretty close. You know what I mean? To that point, then he went off, and he started saying, a bunch of things that, wasn't the best, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, man, he with the clothing and Yeezy, and you know what I mean, and having his clothes in Gap, you know what I mean, and like doing all these different things, like doing fashion shows. Man, he had an old girl there, in the fashion shows, bro, brought her into the game of the fashion game. You know what I mean? Married, the Kardashians. So he's done a lot of stuff like on that end, but he also done a lot of good things as well. But you're right, his music has changed so much that, like I said, some music is like maybe some good and some bad. Like his latest albums, probably his last 10 albums, there's maybe 5 or 6 songs that I would be like, yo, okay, you know what I mean? They're good.
I like some stuff on Donda. I like some stuff on Donda.
Didn't even listen to that album.
Yeah, it has.
You know what I mean? So,
but hey, you mentioned Michael Jackson, right? And I was watching I was at someone's house and we were having drinks and they had a Michael Jackson concert on, and I seen something that it's funny I don't see anymore, and you think that nowadays where everybody has cameras, if it happened you definitely see it, but remember Michael Jackson's concerts, motherfuckers be fainting and have to be taken out.
Oh, fainting. Oh yeah.
What? Oh yeah. Are there any artists that cause that anymore? Yeah. I don't know any artists.
The only one that could,
maybe Beyonce.
That could probably maybe now because there's new controversy going on, whatever. But the only one I would say right now in the game right now would be like Bieber, cause Bieber, cause he would be the only one that really make people go like at that level.
But has it happened? Are there any videos of that happening? Like has it happened? Because like I said, nowadays you'd see the videos.
Michael,
right?
Yeah.
But Michael was a mega. Like when I put Kanye in that same breath, he's not in the same breath as Michael, bro.
Yeah,
Michael
but my question is superstar, does it happen? You know what I mean? Does it happen?
No.
Okay, then there we go. That's what I mean.
Not anymore. It might have, but you might not even get close. Like you wouldn't even get close to Kanye. Maybe even then people don't even look at him in that realm. That's what I mean when I say he's like mega superstar. Like Michael was like almost like. I shouldn't say the word, but like almost like God level.
He was like worship. He was worship.
Yeah, like when you like he was just that big. You know what I mean? Like Kanye could never get that big. No artist could ever get that big.
Well, Kanye definitely can't get that big now. Yeah, ain't no one worshiping Kanye.
Not now.
No. Yeah, ain't no one even worshiping. I don't even think Bieber can. No, yeah, I think you're right. I don't think anyone can get to that level.
Yeah,
and Kanye.
No, I don't think.
And Laton was right with the ticket prices now. Even if you want the fake, you wouldn't. They're like, I just spent $2,000. Exactly. You're fighting that. You're like, no, I'm good.
You spent my car note on this for a year. For real, yeah. I feel like people don't take the music like as heartfelt as back in those days when Michael Jackson was performing and stuff. People more like recording now. They're like standing there recording the concert. They're not really.
I know.
Standing there.
They're not in the moment.
They're not enjoying it. They're not taking it in.
Yeah.
And I'm to blame for that too. Like,
trying to post it.
Same thing. I went to roll. Yeah.
I did it too. When I go there, I do it because it's like I know what you mean by being in the moment, but I'm also doing it because I want to keep this.
Want to relive it exactly?
To be able to relive it later.
Yeah. It's a memory you just want to keep for. I'm with that.
Yeah.
But half the time you just delete it off your phone when you get a new phone.
Not me.
you're like, oh man, I gotta delete this off my phone.
No.
You're gone.
I put it. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I got it. I got it on the. I got the Wu-Tang
cloud,
and I got on my computer, and I got Tech Nine. I got his concert. I seen some stuff. His second.
That's a good thing about. But that's a good thing about like social media in here. It's because when you post it up there, it's like a photo album here somewhere. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing about those. That's what I like. You're right. Like I'll take down my post it on Insta, make a reel or something, and then it's there forever. You know what I mean? I delete it off my phone. It's gone. So same thing, man. You know, you put it on the computer, whatever it is. Okay. So, good to go.
Cool. Well, all right. Yeah. All right. The next subject we're gonna talk about right now is going to talk about some movies. We haven't talked about movies yet on this podcast, have we? I don't think
we haven't. No.
But you bring up a cool topic not that long ago, and we decided to record it on here. And it's action movie stars. And it's funny is that somebody else, some director, I can't remember his name, famous director, bring it up, how saying that there's no more action like movie stars. It's roles that people go after. He was basically shooting shots at Marvel movies, right? He's basically saying that like these like the Marvel movie stars, the actors aren't movie stars because they're only those people. They're only known for that role. You know what I mean? Like saying Chris Evans, he's not a movie star. He's a Marvel movie star. Once he leaves, then what's he got? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Now I don't agree with him. I'm just saying what his stance was, and now, as we think about it, and as I thought about it, I should say, there is a major difference between when we were younger in action movies and how action movies and stuff are now. Whereas back then, you'd have how did we put it? Back then, you'd go to see a movie based on who the star of the movie was. Whereas nowadays, you go to a movie more based on what the story is.
You're fast, bro.
You're going more for the movie.
There's only.
You know what I mean?
There's only a few actors out there that when you go watch a movie, you're going based on the actors. I mean, I'm going to say like maybe a few, like, you know, your Denzel Washington,
your Will Smith,
DiCaprio, your Will Smith, your Rock. You know what I mean? Like those are you're going to watch the movie because they're in the movie. You're not going to watch the movie because of what the movie is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't really,
half the time you don't even know the name of the movie. Half the time you're like, yo, you're going to go see that new Rock movie?
I'm going to go watch it.
Yeah. You're going to go see the new Will Smith? And that's how they build. That's how people talk about it.
Yeah.
But with like other types of movies, now you're going because you're going to, the new Marvel movie. Let's see this. You're not worried about who's in it. You're looking at the story and want to see what's connecting. A lot of movies are like that now. I just have Marvel at the top of my head.
But that's quickly on the Marvel strip, bro. Like, you think that because Marvel's budget is so big, like, you know, they have a certain budget to do all the CGI, right? Yeah. So at that point, they don't have the money to spend for The Rock. Because The Rock, you spend $20 million, you're going to be cool. You know what I mean? Why would I spend $20 million? I can get this guy over here for 1.5 mil.
No, I wouldn't say
you know
that.
what I mean?
They could get The Rock if they want to. DC got The Rock.
I think
Marvel can definitely get The Rock.
For that movie, but they promoted it as The Rock in Black Adam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't promote it as being like Spider-Man. You know what I mean? And like when you went to go see Spider-Man, you go see that movie with Tobey Maguire.
It wasn't.
I like Tobey Maguire. He's a great actor.
Well, that's old school Spider-Man. But no,
that's old school. But you know what I mean? Though, like
I know.
Even the other Spider-Man that came through. I mean, you didn't go see the because you were like, oh, this Tobey Maguire actor is fantastic. You know what I mean? Or like when you go see the movie with The Rock, like, oh, The Rock in this movie, I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go see this.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right. Let me rebuttal. What I was trying to say is that The Rock was DC, so that's not even the same thing. And DC would promote it The Rock because DC is way behind Marvel. They're lagging. And that movie failed anyway, even with The Rock. But that's why the only attraction to Black Adam was The Rock. Because to the general masses, Black Adam wasn't a big character. So they needed to sell hey, it's The Rock. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Marvel, they're more creative. Like, look at...
Well, that's what... You're making my point, bro. Go ahead.
I'm saying, like...
You're making my point right now, though. Go ahead. That's what I mean. Like, you're basically making my point right now because you're saying, yeah, you're right. Black Adam was small. So they basically, okay, you know what? We need The Rock to sell that movie.
Yeah.
Marvel doesn't need anybody to sell a movie.
Yeah,
Marvel's big already. You know what I mean? So they just got to grab whoever they got to grab. You know what I mean? They could spend, don't got to spend $20-30 million to grab The Rock. They can grab Joe Blow over here because we know that, okay, I'm going to put him in a mask. Okay, go hit the gym for a couple months. We'll pay for your nutrition and stuff. Okay, boom, you're in the movie. What's your name? Latan. Boom, you're in the movie now. You know what I mean? You're hitting the gym. Okay, you're good. I mean, like that's how basically what they be doing.
But they don't do that. Like they're acting like Robert Downey Jr. is a Joe Blow, and he was their flagship guy. Right? And look, guess who's going to be?
I shouldn't say.
Guess who the next actor is coming up in the Captain America movies? They hired Harrison Ford. Like no, Marvel hires big actors. But I'm just saying
Harrison Ford. All right, that's all right. Remember the last movie he made, The Fugitive? Cut to Harrison Ford. Yeah, Harrison Ford.
If you don't think that Harrison Ford's an A-list, then that's on you, Gus. Then that's on you.
They're doing Indiana Jones again.
There's another one.
What's the last movie he was in?
Yeah,
Harrison Ford. Name a movie. What was the last movie he was in? I'm asking a question.
He was in the Star Wars, I think. He was in the Star Wars.
Yeah, he was in the last Star Wars movie that came out.
Yeah, they kill him off. I think that's he wanted to die.
Yeah. And he's doing the new Indiana Jones coming out. He's still doing stuff, Gus. Just because you don't know about it, just because you don't know about something, don't mean it ain't happening.
Guy just killed me, bro.
I know. Oh, yeah. He's still considered. He's still considered A-list.
Let's forget about but let's go back.
And Oscar Isaac, he's another guy that's a big actor. I said actor, but Oscar Isaac.
Who was it?
You don't know Oscar Isaac?
You get run up at me too, man. Who's Oscar Isaac?
Oh, okay. No, I know. I actually don't, bro. I'm sorry. Give me a movie though.
He was in one of the Star Wars. He was in Ex Machina. He was in Moon Knight. Is the guy he
Moon Knight.
Oh, Moonlight.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the actor that played that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is he from Equalizer 2? No,
He might have been.
he's a kid in Equalizer 2. Oh man, maybe.
No, he's not that young. Anyways,
Hey.
I almost said Kanye West. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is in talks for Marvel. Anyways, my main point is that, and we're getting off of it because I don't know why we're getting off it, arguing things that we don't know. Anyways, we're getting off the topic. Is that especially why we were arguing when we agreed that DC needed The Rock. It was built for The Rock because that's how they. But DC, if you look at them, they're going down anyway. Yeah. But where Marvel comes in and they focus more on stories, they don't need to go to get, like Joey said, these guys to attract them because people are going to see it anyway. But my point wasn't that they don't need to. My point was that if they want to, they can. Because if you look at a lot of the current Marvel movies, big name actors are trying to find their place in it. Like, Pedro Pascal?
Is that the Mexican?
He was in he was on Game of Thrones. He's in Mandalorian.
Okay.
He's on The Last of Us, the new TV show that's out right now. Like now he wants, even he's in Wonder Woman, but now he wants a Marvel role. Like people are going and they want that because like some artists are in it complaining because it's a commitment. When you sign a Marvel deal, if you're playing this character, you could be in for 20 years. But on the other side, some people like it because it's job security, right?
Oh, freak!
But my whole point was this, because when we got into this, it was like about actors that are actual movie stars. Like when you watch the Jet Li movie, it was like every movie he was in was all action. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You watch Van Damme, it was all action. You know the movies he was getting was action. You know what I mean? The Rock, the movies they're getting in. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is that with what's going on with Marvel stuff, like the people that you're saying, bro, are not your Jet Li. They're not their Jean-Claude Van Damme. You know what I mean? And The Rock was in this new one, whatever. Other than that, they just usually get actors that fill a role. You know what I mean?
Well,
and then when they're
done
that role, they move
movie.
on. No, but what I mean, I don't care DC or Marvel. But what I'm saying is, my point is, then eventually from there they just go on and do something else. You know what I mean? They do like another acting role. They're not specific in their like for example, like some of the big like when Tobey Maguire did Spider-Man. I'm gonna go back to Tobey Maguire doing Spider-Man. Right? That's a Marvel movie, right? Marvel.
No, it wasn't. It's not MCU.
Okay, so what,
Sony.
So what?
It was a
so
Sony.
What kind of movie is it then?
It was Sony based on a Marvel character. It's a whole different thing. Anyways, the only reason we were even talking about that.
Hold on. Let me finish though. No, because you cut me off. No, you said no. But so when the movie started, did Marvel come up on the screen anywhere? Like, did Marvel come up on the screen anywhere? Just asking that question. Okay, and if it did, that's cool. So either way, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that from that point, that he went on and did something else. So it's not the same. No, I'm just saying. You trying to say, well, it's a Sony movie. I was like, bro, because it come up on the screen, Marvel.
Okay, come on, get to your point, cuz, so that we can get past this.
That's all I'm saying. We can move by it, though. We can move by it, cuz. All right.
Cool. I've been trying.
Okay.
I was just explaining that we were talking. The only reason we were talking about Marvel, it was to explain how movies nowadays, the story is more important than the actors. That's all we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But our topic is action movie stars aren't like they used to be. I've been trying to steer us back to this forever, but Cuz gets super defensive over anything, even when you're agreeing with him. He gets defensive.
Man, y'all make good listens, man. I like the back and forth. I just stand there like my mouth open, like
I'm gonna sit back.
It's funny. It's like back and forth. Sometimes.
Don't sit back.
Sometimes it's fourth and fourth. Like I'm agreeing with cousin. Cousin's still going in.
No, bro. Don't sit back, bro. I love it. I'm just sitting there watching it. It's an action movie. Okay. I watch an action movie.
But yeah. But another thing on this thing that we talked about before we started recording is how we said that back then. Remember Jean-Claude Van Damme, like you already mentioned, Jet Li, right? And we had Arnold, and we had Sylvester Stallone. Oh, freak, we had Steven Seagal. Remember Steven Seagal?
Mm-hmm.
that just took your arm and did something. All of a sudden, you just broke. Cuz was, you know who Steven Seagal was, Cuz? He was the Jay-Z of action movies, Cuz. He barely moves, all stiff, but it still messes you up, Cuz.
That's the Jay-Z.
Yeah. Steven Seagal's the Jay-Z. But anyways, you had those actors, and like we were saying earlier, you went to see them because you didn't even know. Because I don't even know half the names to even any of the Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. I know Bloodsport, and I think that's all, guys.
Let's just go to watch him.
Well, he had a bunch of movies. He had Bloodsport.
Oh no, I know. Oh yeah, Kickboxer.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was Bloodsport the one? Remember when they had the gloves, right? And they put glass on the gloves. Which one was that?
No, that was Kickboxer.
Okay,
that was Kickboxer.
Anyways,
that was.
You went to see those movies because of the actor. Now you go see the movies because of the story. But there are some people that are there's some movies that where the game is a bit different. Like you always said, Will Smith, Denzel Washington. But it's funny how it was always young action stars back in the day, and nowadays it's like always older action stars. Like Liam Neeson didn't become an action star until he was probably a grandfather.
Yeah.
And I think Keanu Reeves came out of retirement just to be an action star. Like, what did he do? What was the movie he did right before John Wick?
I gotta think about it.
I don't know.
Matrix is so far a long time ago. I can't think. He probably did some type of soap opera.
Romantic comedy or something.
He probably did. Fix the house or something for somebody.
And then becomes John Wick and kills 200 people in one movie.
John Wick is legit.
Well, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing now, because John Wick is no joke. Cause I mean, and they use him that way too. You know what I mean, use him to be the action guy. They made 1, 2, 3 movies after that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And Keanu Reeves did a great job in that movie. Because you know, he did a fantastic job in that movie. But at the end of the day, once again, like they're trying to make action stars now. They don't really have. There's only one action star in the game right now. That's just the real.
Oh.
Who do you think be the only action star in the game right now? I'm gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna guess you. You think the number one action guy in the game right now because they make the most money in action movies. You won't guess it. You might get it.
Vin Diesel, because it's all about family.
No. The Rock.
It's all
The
about
Rock.
family.
Oh,
Rock
yeah.
makes the most
Oh,
money.
yeah.
The Rock. The Rock's the biggest actor. He's the biggest actor in Hollywood right now.
I give
He
you
makes
that.
the most money out of all them guys. You know
I
what I
give you
mean?
that.
That might change after what
Right.
happened with Black Adam. That movie,
I didn't watch it.
Oh, that movie
Well-
didn't even make it back its budget. That movie did awful. I watched it and it sucks. Like,
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
trash.
The Rock should have said, "Yo, I ain't saying these corny ass lines. Like, I don't care if it's a comic book movie. This, what you got me saying, is just straight up stupid." Yeah, he should have.
Yeah.
Took more control. He has the star power. Why
Well,
couldn't he? You know what I mean?
they probably paid him so much that he was like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I said, like the money that he gave him probably for that role, he was like, whatever. You know what I mean? But it does suck though. Like
He was
some of
hoping
the
to
big
be a
actors,
sequel.
like,
He was hoping to have a
Yeah, well,
franchise, but
yeah.
he's done.
I feel like action stars is like thing of a past now. I think it's action comedy stars now. I think
true.
everything got to do with like fighting and a little bit of funny at the same time. It's not straight up blood.
Yeah, you're right.
No, that's how I look at it now.
Because people don't want just mindless action no more, I guess.
Exactly.
They want to be, you know, a little laugh or
A little
whatever.
joke about it, yeah. You know, I don't know why. I think about Kevin Hart for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because he's been doing a lot of like action comedy stuff, like trying to make it look like funny
Yeah.
while he's fighting people. And what's it called? Man from Toronto. I was like, bro.
Yeah,
this-
the man from Toronto.
I was like, what the hell?
There's
is
another
this?
guy, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
It's like now he's a badass guy. Like, what is
Yeah.
it now? You have to
Yeah.
be 60 in order to be
Exactly. Yeah.
like the baddest there is.
You're on to something. You're on to something there. Man, for real.
When's Morgan Freeman's action movie coming out?
Well, nowadays you got to look at, but you also got to look at nowadays. I mean, with CGI and stuff like that. I mean, you could be an actor star and be old as anything. You know what I mean? Like even like the
Right.
new, like think about when your buddy Harrison Ford there made his first Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know what I mean? He was only young, right? Now it's like it's all CGI. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to run and jump around and all that stuff anymore. You know what I mean? As much as they used to. I know they do a lot of their own stuff. You know what I mean? So
We forgot to mention Jason Statham when we were talking about action heroes.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but he's great off though. He ain't done anything in a minute, but like
No,
the Transporter
No,
series is
sorry.
crazy.
I don't mean as current. I mean as
Oh, okay.
sorry.
One of the OGs.
Yeah.
OGs.
Because he's been at it for a while.
Yeah,
we didn't name him
Yeah.
when we were naming off the guys. So
Yeah.
just
No,
wanted
shout out to
to
Jason
chuck his name
Statham,
in
for
there.
sure.
Yeah. Yo, what's the one where he's like getting energy from different stuff, like
Isn't it
electricity?
Crank or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has to
Yeah.
keep going or his heart will
He's
stop
like,
or something like that. Yeah.
Shock me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, but I mean, he started making these movies that were just like, what are we talking about here? What is this?
because that's the thing with action movies,
Like
though.
a
You run out of ideas. You have to just,
No.
you know what you got to do.
Okay.
Action movies, though, you have to find like, why are they fighting? Why is this fighting happening? And then you try.
Oh, 'cause
But
I
the
seen it-
Transporter was the jam. I don't know how you
yeah,
go from that to
Because
hooking
I
yourself
seen
up
a
to
good
the
action movie the other. I'll tell you right now, I'm going to shout out a good action movie right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't really remember the name of it right now. But you know the buddy Better Call Saul. You ever know the guy off the movie Better Call Saul or the show?
I
Him?
think that song. I think I know what you're talking about. Is it called Nobody or something like that?
Yes, cuz.
Oh,
Yes.
the movie. Yeah, I watched that.
Yes.
I watched that.
Yes.
Mr.
I watched that.
yeah.
I was
Where
like,
is it?
yo.
Because I kept seeing it coming soon, and I want to watch it.
It's not on Netflix. I watched it on a plane the other day. I was flying home. I watched it on a plane.
I don't know where to watch it at. I got Prime. I got
Probably have to
Netflix.
rent it.
I would,
Probably have to rent it.
I don't.
You have that app. I think it's called Popcorn Movie. Something.
I'll have to look for it. 'Cause,
Yeah, you
I
can find it
used to-
on there.
I used to
No,
see
you
it
gotta
right
watch.
now.
You gotta watch that because the movie's good, bro. You seen it,
Oh,
LaDon?
YouTube.
Yeah, I
That's
see
why I
it.
seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It was YouTube where I kept
Yeah.
seeing the ads.
He was like some type of secret agent trying to hide from his family and all
Well,
that.
no. He basically like.
Hey, no,
he was,
no spoilers.
I don't want to ruin. I don't want to ruin it. You're right. I don't want to ruin it.
no
but
spoilers.
I'm gonna tell you, bro.
Just say it's good.
definitely. It's definitely
I'm
worth
going to watch
watching.
it. I'm going to watch it. You seen it, right?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay,
I
you
see
two
it.
seen it, so we don't need no spoilers. We're good. Because I want to see that.
I'm trying to remember right now.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny?
so then,
You know where I first seen that
him an
guy?
actor star now.
You know where
What?
I first seen him? He was on
Where?
Seinfeld, cuz.
Real?
Oh, what's he?
Yep.
Okay.
Same with
Whoa.
James Cranston. Remember Breaking Bad boy? He was a dentist on Seinfeld. Like, you know how many people get to
Starter from like.
Guess. Oh, you know why I remember the guy from? Oh man, I wish we knew his name. The Better Call Saul guy. Anyways, guess what his role was on Seinfeld? He was Elaine's boyfriend that was studying to be a doctor, and then she was helping him pass the test, right? Because she always wanted to date a doctor. And then after he passed the test, he dumped her because he's like, because I'm a doctor now. I'm not going to date you. And that's what he said. He's like, because she's like, it was always my dream to date a doctor. And he's like, yes, it was always my dream to become a doctor and date and dump whoever I'm dating to find someone better. I was like, yeah, that was the first time if you ever watch, because Seinfeld's on Netflix now, so I've been watching a lot of episodes again, and you'll see people on there like, oh, yo, that's your boy. He went on to do this. He went on to do that, right?
Startups, man.
Yeah.
That was happening on Fresh Prince a lot, too.
Yeah, because that's where I first seen Don Cheadle.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Tyra Banks. I can't even speak.
Yeah, Tyra
Banks.
Yeah.
Nia Long.
Oh, yeah, that's Nia Long, like young Nia Long.
Yeah.
So a lot of people,
I think all of Will's girlfriends became famous people. And all his friends.
Well, they all got it there. I think a lot of actors start off in shows, right? They like that. That's where they kind of end, and eventually they go in the movies. But some of the actors go right to movies. Like there's not a lot of actors that like big actors. But you're right, though. A lot of people start in shows.
Yeah, like Leonardo DiCaprio. He was on. I think it was Growing Pains.
Yeah.
He was
right.
a regular.
But what happens is a lot of times
George Clooney.
You see how like that Greg, he went to ER and he knew whatever he went to, but I find like a lot of those actors, like if you get a role where you're stuck in that role, like a Carlton, you can't go act anywhere else. You're done. You know what I mean? If someone sees you with that, like Urkel, you can't see him doing anything else.
It's kind of like music, though. It's kind of like music where if you're going to do something, you have to try and change up and do something while that fame is there. These people will, like you just said, Urkel. Urkel probably didn't do nothing while he was Urkel. And then after Urkel was done, then try and go change things up. No, man. You're just Urkel. You have to do other stuff. Like, remember, Will Smith was doing movies on the side.
He was doing Independence Day. Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Well, what I mean by that, though, is like with Will was like, even though he was Will, he was funny. He was like, he wasn't like a character. That's what I mean by being a character. Like, Will wasn't really a character. He was just a teenage boy, running around being funny. If you go in and try to be like a character, like someone like all of a sudden, it's hard for you to transition the other way because they want to see you as that character.
Yeah, that's
no one really sees Will. It's Will Smith because he was Will Smith in the show. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree. I agree.
No, that's what I was saying too. Is that you got to make the moves while you're doing it, or else, like you just said, you're just going to be stuck as Carlton. Like if Carlton on the others he was Carlton, but also had like another show where it was something else. Then after the Carlton was over, people wouldn't just see him as just that, right? They'd see that he had some range. That's why Jim Carrey had so much hard time getting serious roles for the longest time, because everyone just seen him as Ace Ventura, right? But then but he showed he could do serious roles.
Jim Carrey,
that's true.
You gotta not, I guess, be complicit in your thing. Like Jaleel White shouldn't have just been Urkel. While he's doing that, he should have said, okay, well, maybe I'll do this over here. I guess that's what it's different now. We got social media where, people don't have to be stuck because they can portray a whole different side of them on social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They didn't have that back then.
That's true.
Sponsored by clothing lines.
Yeah.
Like GQ,
I know you can go and do all that.
Yeah, you can do anything.
So then when your role is over, you're not over.
Yeah, exactly. Not just Steve Urkel.
Or Carlton.
Speaking about Will Smith, Will Smith, to you guys, he's an action superstar. He's an action star. Like, I feel like I could. No.
Like, you think he's an action superstar?
He was for a minute.
Something
when he did Independence Day, then he did Bad Boys.
Yeah, some of those
around there.
Yeah, some of those.
I could see him in it, but
when he got to those serious Pursuit of Happiness and 7 Pounds and all that.
What was that other movie he starred in? That action movie. The Oscars, where he went up against Chris Rock.
That action movie.
I said, what movie is that?
That was one of my favorite Will Smith action movies. I won't lie.
Oh my God.
Both acted. They said, okay, let's act.
Bro.
Hit me. But anyway, let's leave that alone. But anyway, Will Smith though, like one movie I did see that was really good actually at night was that Concussion movie.
I never
the one about the concussion.
Movie, yeah.
That's really good, man. I watched that. But I like when Will Smith is like action. Not really a big fan, but I like when he gets in some of the characters.
Yeah.
I mean, not all the movies. Pursuit of Happiness, whatever. But like that Concussion movie was really good.
Whoa, he did Pursuit of Happiness. That's like one of the best. My top 5 movies, man. That's like
a good movie. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's good though.
I find it inspirational.
See, for me, I like him more when he does stuff like that and action movies and stuff where he's not doing characters. Because even when he did Ali, I can't see him as Ali. I see him as Will Smith acting, trying to be Ali.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I can't see him as not.
Well, I never seen that. I never seen Ali, man. I never seen that, man.
Like it's like Ali. Anytime he like does a character, I can't not see him. You know what I mean?
See Will Smith. Yeah.
Like it's almost like that with me with Denzel too.
Yeah, me too.
You know, like I love his movies, but when he did Malcolm X, I was like, no, that's just Denzel. You know what I mean? Playing Malcolm X. I don't know, but you see some prosthetics and some type of thing where people lose all this weight and even change their face and stuff. Like now, that's going in for a role. That's crazy.
Hold on, I got to rewind the tape quickly. Gus tried to say you didn't think Malcolm. You did a good job of Malcolm X.
Oh shoot!
What?
Rewind the tape for a second. I say funny though. Speak. I'm just messing around. But like no, but seriously though, like I was trying to find Malcolm X the other day, so I wanted to watch it again the other day. And,
I got it on my computer.
I couldn't find it.
I got it on my computer.
I want to watch it again.
Yeah. I like that movie.
I thought he did a good. I thought he did a good job on it. I thought he did a good job.
Oh, that's not what I'm questioning here. Not as good as a job. I'm saying
you just said that. Yeah.
I'm saying that I don't see when I'm watching it, the movie. I see him as Denzel. You know what I mean? I don't lose.
It's not Malcolm.
He doesn't and that's just because he's Denzel Washington. I've seen so much stuff with him in it that whenever I see him in a role, I mean, I can still enjoy the movie. I still like the movie and stuff. But, when you'll see some people saying, man, he transformed into him and all this, I was like, no, that, I knew who that was.
True.
He was just the same to me.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love the movie. Yeah, he's a good actor. Yeah.
That guy's one of the best, man.
Yeah.
One of the best, man. Equalizer. There's another guy that does make some action movies. Equalizer 1 and 2. See those?
Yeah.
When he got older, because remember Book of Eli?
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, that was dope.
Book of Eli is a powerful movie. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I like that one.
It's like a lot of little subliminals in there, man.
Yeah.
The blind man leaving you with a book that he can only read.
Yeah.
And you trying to take it from him?
Yeah, he said, you won't get that hand back. Oh, yeah, that was a dope movie.
That's it, bro.
American Gangster was crazy too, bro.
American Gangster?
American Gangster.
Oh, yes. Bro.
Yeah, because
we had what was his name in it?
Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe was
RZA was in it too. I just forget. Was he Frank Nitty?
I'm not sure what he did.
His name? Frank Lucas?
Frank Lucas.
Yeah,
I said Frank Nitty.
Yeah.
Frank Lucas.
Frank Lucas. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I listened to that Jay-Z album.
Yeah. He did the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I heard that soundtrack is crazy too. A lot of people say like it.
That's one of my.
What are you saying?
I was just gonna say that's one of my top Jay-Z albums right there.
Oh, cool.
I heard it was crazy though.
Oh yeah.
I heard a couple songs on like Blue Magic and stuff. I think he has like The Rock, The Winner's The Rock, and there's a couple songs. But I'm gonna go back and listen to that whole album. I heard that album.
Listen to that, bro. That album, that's like one of those sit down albums.
I used to listen to it. Yeah, I like the. Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
All right then.
All right, brother.
So that's that for this episode. As you guys noticed, King Tigger isn't with us today. He's out sick, but he'll be back.
He's faking
it. But yeah, we're going to say good night now. We got DJ Laton here, Genghis Kong on the phone, and John Kizzy, as usual. You know who is he. Also known as Philly G because they know who I be. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Peace out.
All right. Peace.
And that's all for this episode of We Started a Podcast. I'm John Kizzy, you know who is he, also known as Philly G, because they know who I be. And I'm here with King Tigger, and on the phone as always, Genghis Khan, the war general. And we'll catch you next episode.